Hey guys, so I wanted to make this video because right now I am inside of a nice van. Well, one of my friends who I'm staying with, her van is a nice van. She usually uses it for taking around her grandchildren or hauling off stuff. She sells stuff. She's always buying things she likes to thrift and like to do stuff. So she has a van and she has a truck. Well, I'm inside the van because van life has become so apparent. And welcome to my minimalist channel, the Melanated Minimalist. I'm your girl, Lisa. I help women to live a simple life by doing less with more and just enjoying life without having overabundance of things. So I thought to myself, could I ever live in a van? This is her van. Right now, I guess they call it stealth. I'm not really stealth camping, but I'm in a library parking lot. And everyone's leaving the library. The library closes I think shortly. And right across the street, there is a beautiful bed and breakfast. This neighborhood, I would consider a more nostalgic or older neighborhood look there. Look at that. I just cut off the light. Hold on, y'all. I don't know how to cut it back on for inside. Oh, there you go. Okay, here I am. I'm sorry. And I said, could I live here? Like less than maybe 10 minutes down the road, there is a welcome center. And I met a couple who actually was at the laundromat where I was washing clothes last week. And they live in their van. They literally sold their house and live in a van. And the funny thing about it, my friend and we went up there and we're like, I said, come on, girl, let's go over and speak to him. She said, oh, people be funny acting. As soon as I say this, she going, hey, she's hilarious, y'all. So anyway, we speak with him and her and they speak about how much they care about, traveling, like waking up somewhere different every day. I think he blogs. She's an artist. They did like a self-built in their van. And basically they have their cat and and a few items. And I think he said he only had like 2 shirts and whatever. Very, very minimalist living. But yeah, could I live in a van? Could you live in a van? If given the opportunity, or if quote unquote forced to have to live in your car or your van because one, you don't have the monies that you normally have and you need to move out because your expenses, living expenses have gotten way over your head. You're not making enough money. You're not living within your means, or you lost your job. It's so many different things that could have happened that may have placed you. Here we go again. I thought it was like a timer on this thing. Oh, maybe it is. There it is. Okay, there we go. It may have placed you in a situation where you got to live in your van or live in a car. Everyone that I've researched that was living in their cars or their vans, all save money. They were most of the people living in their van, guys, were working. Go figure. They were working. They literally had jobs. So they could work and live in their van. I think they got a gym membership and they go take a shower at like one of the, I think it was Planet Fitness or 24-hour fitness. I actually have a membership here at the Wellness Center. I pay $25 a month. They do close at 9. They normally open Monday through Friday at 5 a.m., I believe. Or 5:30 a.m. to 9. And then Saturdays, I think it's from 8 to 7. And then Sundays 2 to 7. But the point I'm making is you can get in there and take a shower, right? Before you go to work or after you get off work. You can work out, whatever. You can do it. And if I really had to live in a place, now her van is pretty roomy, right? Okay, it's got these 2 seats. She took the other 3rd row out so she could have room for her stuff. And like I said, she collects stuff and buys stuff. So yeah, and this is a cash van. Maybe she paid cash for it. Like, I think she said her family owned it. The kids probably destroyed it. They have a DVD player in here, but it's not working. She could get it to work, I guess, but she don't care about that. And she don't only use it for certain things. So anyway, she has 3 other cars. Here we go again, guys. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I'm trying to figure this out. How this thing doesn't work. Okay. The light indoor, I don't know. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Oh gosh. Okay, let me leave that alone. I don't know what I'm doing, but anyway, I'm gonna keep this light on as long as I can. So what I was saying is, Could you live in your van? Do you think you could do it? I don't know if you have children. My kids are definitely grown, and I have a grandson. I definitely could live in my van. I'm just thinking like right now I would definitely not be in this area because, I mean, not that it's bad. It's nobody around. I want to be around people. So each van lifer that I've followed, especially my girl, the nomadic introvert, she definitely goes to places where people are around. I want to say the luxury nomad, my girl Antoinette, I want to say she used to stay places too that were around people. And sometimes they went to I guess it's called BLM land or something owned by the government where you can go. I don't know if it's free or whatever, but I think you can go out there and live, and it's more primitive. I know boondocking is without water. You got to kind of keep your stuff, you have to use the bathroom. You have to have your own stuff. Basically, guys, I just want to know, do you think that you could actually live in a van? And I made this video because many times I've watched from 2000, maybe 20 to now, just ways of survival. And I always feel that I should never be in a situation where I have to, but if I did, I could. And I came very close at some point to have to, resort to some things. But of course I got great friendships and family, but it was still a consideration because it just was. And I, if I said I could buy me a van, I could do this, whatever. And I just see so many people, especially young people. I'm not saying everybody young, but people, I think Glorious House on Wheels or Glorious Wheel, I can't remember her channel. She definitely talks to a lot of older women, especially women, not all, but most of the women who are living in their RVs or cars or van. And some of them, because they have no other choice because they don't have any money and they're retired, they just don't have the money. They don't have the skill sets. They don't have the strength no more to go out and work. And they don't, that's just what situation they're in. Some of them are widows or never married or have children. They're all grown up. And I pray that wouldn't be a situation where I would want to be involved in, meaning that it would be out of desperation and not inspiration. But again, something to consider, because at the end of the day, you got to remember that, you have the tools and God gives you so many opportunities to live a good life. And it's up to you how you want to live and where you want to live and just making those decisions. But I just had to make this video because I am in a van right now and I am looking at ways that I could do this. If you had to do this full time, would you be able to do it, basically? And so I tell people all the time, you never know what situation you may be placed in. And as a minimalist that I proclaim myself as, I will say, without a shadow of a doubt, I could do some things different. If I had to live in a van, I could. As I said, this seat right here, let me show y'all. It rolls all the way down. Let me show y'all. I'm gonna just give y'all, look, it's automatic seats too, girl, honey. Might be my sister's brothers. I don't know who I'm talking to, but this thing goes all the way back. So, and that lighting is beautiful, right? So I could lean all the way back and sleep. I could go to one of the rest stops that a lot of people around, put my shades up like a lot of people do, and lean all the way back. And I'm good. This is a comfortable situation. Matter of fact, we looked up a lady who had one of these things, a Chrysler Caravan, and hers was nice, y'all. She had a bed in there. And my friend girl, she was like, girl, I could do some things. She didn't even think about that because I was like, girl, your kids are grown. We're grown people. And we can travel more. She could do more. But like I said, again, if a situation were to come where you had to live in your van or a car, could you do it? 6 months, 2 weeks, 1 year, 3 months, just to save? Say you just kept all your money, just save, and pay off all your bills. I mean, one lady, I think she $30,000. Another young lady, I think she had been in for 2 years, $100,000. $100,000, paying off all her bills, and it's banking. So I had to make this video because I had to give an opportunity. And I'm gonna revisit this again. Hold on. I'm gonna revisit this again to talk to you guys more about living in things or places that you never would have considered but you may consider now with the economy the way it is now, you're gonna see a lot of people in vans, living. Now back here, like I said, she's taking out that whole back. And if we pull these seats out, that's a whole bed could be back there. I think the lady's name is, her van is called Chocolate Girl, Chocolate something. And we watched her. She had the same kind of van that my friend girl has. And it was just beautiful. She had a bed in it and everything, honey. So again, my channel is all about living simple. And if you're here, you're coming because you want to live simple. And like I said, I like nice things too. But if we can save some coins, some dollars to get to the next level or whatever it may be, you might just want to travel. And you may have a position where you can do work from remote. Amen. Get a skill set that you can do remote if you choose to want to travel. Your kids are grown. Or what have you. Might even have your own children. You might do homeschool with them and they travel with you, honey. You can do it. You can do it. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and end this. And I just want to show you about that van life and talk to you about it. And we'll revisit it more. All right. Shout out to the introverted nomad, Anthony, friends of Anthony. He lives in his van now.